let's talk about psychosis and BPD and some activities you can do to ground you in the present. And you already know this is from the Complex Borderline Personality Disorder book by Daniel J. Fox. Love him, love his content, check his YouTube out. Okay, so the first part to this, starting on page 134, is to create a safety plan. I'm going to show you the actual page of it so you guys can screenshot it after, but I'll just read it first. So creating a safety plan. Number 1, at the top of a new page in your journal, write safety plan. Identify your warning signs, so the thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and images that indicate symptoms are worsening to a severe or extreme level. 3, list your effective coping strategies, things you can do to lessen your symptoms. This chapter and book are full of strategies you can use, and I'm going to be getting into more after. So number 4, list people, services, and agencies you can contact who can help you. So people you can count on to render assistance. 5, identify things you can do to keep your environment safe. For example, throw out old medication, don't keep old razors around, or use electric razors only. Number 6, write down things that keep you going and striving to manage your symptoms and grow beyond your complex borderline. So you guys can screenshot if you want this for yourself. And as you can see from this list, it's a collaborative effort between you and your provider that reaps the most benefit. Your outcome and likelihood of success are significantly strengthened when you're aware of your symptoms and the degree to which they impact you and your life. Medication is designed to treat the surface content, while therapy is aimed at treating both surface and core content. This doesn't mean that medications aren't useful. They certainly are, as discussed in the earlier chapters. It's important to be aware that there is no medication for borderline personality disorder or complex borderline personality disorder. Although medication can help lessen symptoms, including psychotic and the quasi-psychotic symptoms, as I talked about in the last video, it's not enough to completely manage the disorder. This means that you're going to have to use strategies to lessen the symptoms that you experience. So next, some grounding strategies. Grounding strategies are strategies to help you focus your thoughts and feelings in the present when you feel detached or as if you're losing your grip on your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. For example, the techniques could help after you just had a fight with your partner and they stomp out of the house in anger. Your core content of abandonment is activated and you feel your symptoms worsening. Grounding often works to enhance your self-control by strengthening focus on and awareness of the present. Below in the list, there's 7 grounding techniques that help you stay present and empowers you with awareness and choice. Combining these two critical aspects give you greater control over your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors and patterns. While you're doing these activities, thoughts are going to pop up into your head. That's fine, but imagine the thoughts and balloons floating in your mind. Then pop them and let them fall so you can ground yourself. Number 1, the cold water splash. Splash cold water on your face or put your hands in a bowl of cold water. This is a great strategy to bring you to the present because it causes your body chemistry to change. Your heart rate immediately drops and your parasympathetic nervous system is activated, which prompts a present-centered relaxation response. It also just says be very careful if you have sensitive skin or medical issues and maybe to ask your doctor before trying this strategy. Number 2, savory sips or bites. Slowly drink coffee or eat something sweet such as chocolate. It doesn't have to be coffee or chocolate. It can be whatever you wish. As you consume it, focus your attention on the temperature of the liquid or the sweetness of the food. Is it hot, cold room temperature? Is it bitter, sour, sweet, or salty? Things like that. It's essentially to keep you present. 3, slow pace wins the race. Breathing using slow, steady, and focused breath. When you breathe in, allow your stomach to expand, and when you breathe out, allow your stomach to contract. Your chest should hardly rise or fall. When your chest rises and falls, you're using the upper third of your lungs, which sends a signal to your brain to prep for defense. Instead, you want to prep for awareness of the present, and focusing on your breath helps you control your body's response to fear, stress, and anxiety. 4, listen and hear. Focus your attention and listen to what's going on around you. Do you hear music, traffic, wind, birds, or the stillness of your room? If you listen hard and there is no sound, you can hear your inner ear. This is when you hear a soft pitch that sounds like it's floating right outside your ear. It's the sound of listening to what you hear in your ear. This requires focus on the present and what's going on in the world around you. 5, pick a part. Pick a body part, any part, and focus intently on it. Does it feel hot, cold, tingly, or still? Can you feel the blood flow in and out of it? Can you move it so slowly that only you know it's moving? Your attention on this fixed body part and body part alone will have you centered, calm with the part picked for you. Number 6, the 5-4-3-2-1 method. I like this one a lot, actually. Identify 5 things that you see around you. Identify 4 things you can touch around you. Identify 3 things you can hear right now. Identify 2 things that you can smell, and identify 1 thing that you can taste. Lastly, number 7, called touchy-feely. Find an object that you can touch and maybe take with you, such as a keychain. Literally have one right here. You're asking yourself, is the object soft, rough, smooth, cold, or fuzzy? As you feel the object, focus your attention on how it feels, then on your hand and fingers. Holding it, move it from hand to hand, but keep your focus on the item and how it feels. You're present, focused, calm, and in control. Any of these 7 grounding techniques can help you when your core content has been activated. Grounding techniques are like any other strategy. The more you do them, the better you get at them. Hone your skills regularly by practicing when you're not activated, so when you are activated, you have the refined skill to fall back on. It's challenging or impossible to learn a skill in the midst of core content activation and symptom exasperation. Psychotic and quasi-psychotic symptoms hamper your capacity to understand and take in reality. Therefore, it's important to have a multitude of strategies like these grounding ones that I discussed, and I have even more as well to share from this book, as there's so many strategies, and the more tools, strategies, and method you kind of have in your back pocket, the more you're set up for success and stabilization, which is what we want.